Looking for a mobile plan you can buy as an eSIM? More and more mobile networks are beginning to offer eSIMs in the UK. So today, we've taken a look at which are best, based on their coverage and speeds, value for money, customer service, ease of getting started with an eSIM, and more. But before we begin, if you're looking for a new phone or SIM-only deal, click the link in the description to greensmartphones.com to find the best prices on the market when you're watching this. Just click on a phone you want to buy, or choose SIM-only at the top of the page, and you'll be able to find the cheapest deals on the market. You can use the network filters here to just choose the providers we've mentioned in this video that make it really easy to get started with an eSIM. Three was one of the first mobile networks in the UK to begin offering eSIMs, and we think they're still a really good choice for this. They're often the cheapest of the big four networks, no matter whether you want a phone on a contract or a SIM-only deal, and they make it really easy to get started with an eSIM. Three also has the fastest 5G speeds in the UK, according to this data from speedtest.net, and at the moment they're merging with Vodafone, meaning they'll combine their two mobile networks, and when this is done, you'll also get access to Vodafone's 5G, which also performs really well. 3 doesn't have the best 4G coverage in the UK. That honour goes to EE at the moment, but 3 is a lot cheaper than EE, and their plans are also a lot more flexible. It's very easy to get a rolling monthly contract with 3, and they don't have any speed limits, like some other providers do, on their cheaper SIM-only deals. As we just mentioned, EE has the best 4G coverage in the UK, but they can be very expensive, and their plans are pretty inflexible. That's where spusu comes into play. They're a smaller mobile network that piggybacks off EE, offering the same coverage and speeds for a much lower monthly cost. All of their plans come with eSIMs, and they have pretty good customer service in our experience as well. As a much smaller provider, you're not going to be just another number with a provider like spusu. It is worth knowing though, they're quite a basic network, with only a few different phones you can buy up front, rather than having a large range of pay monthly phone deals, like 3 does on their website. But because they are quite basic, spusu is very cost competitive, especially given they offer EE network access. So if you want a cheap SIM-only deal, and want to see if spusu offers good value for money when you're watching this, click the link in the description to greensmartphones.com and come to our SIM-only comparison page. Then choose spusu on the left, and any other networks you want to compare, such as 3 for example, who also offer eSIMs, to see which provider has the best value for money at the moment. VOXI is another small mobile network that uses Vodafone infrastructure. The thing about VOXI is, they make it especially easy to get started with an eSIM. They only have pay-as-you-go contracts, with no credit checks or anything like that. They offer fast 5G speeds on the Vodafone network, which is the second fastest in the UK, and unlike buying a Vodafone SIM directly, there's no speed limits as a VOXI customer. Even though they're a fairly basic, small network, they still have a good range of phone contracts to choose from if you need a new handset, and if you buy a SIM-only plan from them, you often get social media, music, or video streaming included separate from your normal data allowance. This can be really good if most of your data usage is from a single app or category of apps, like if you like to watch a lot of YouTube or something like that. With VOXI, compared to other networks, if you get one of these plans, you might be able to get away with a smaller data limit and a lower monthly cost than you'd be able to on other networks. Although it is worth keeping in mind, the plans with unlimited music or video streaming do cost more than the others that don't have this perk. But you can see if VOXI offers good value for money by comparing their SIM-only deals to other networks on greensmartphones.com, which we've linked to in the description. giffgaff uses the O2 network, which does have its downsides that it's worth keeping in mind. The main issue with O2 is they have the worst average 5G speeds of any of the big four networks at the moment, but on the plus side, their coverage, especially on 4G, is really good, meaning in the countryside, you can often get online or make calls with O2 in areas you can't on 3 or Vodafone, and their 4G speeds are pretty good as well. giffgaff offers eSIMs, but the best thing about them is their prices. They're very cost competitive compared to other networks, And they also allow you to commit for 18 months if you want to, without a credit check, to save even more money over the long term. Their plans are pretty simple. There's nothing like the unlimited social media usage you get with VOXI, but they do have phones you can buy on a contract if you need a new handset, including a few older and refurbished options if you want to save as much money as possible. If 4G coverage is more important to you than 5G speeds, and you don't want to join EE with their really high monthly costs, O2 might be worth looking at. They have the best roaming allowance of any of the big four networks at the moment, giving you free roaming in Europe, up to 25 gigabytes a month on basically all of their plans. And as a big four network, they have a really good range of phone contracts you can buy with an eSIM, including other benefits, like a free upgrade on your Virgin Media broadband plan if you use Virgin Media broadband. The downside to O2 is they're probably the most expensive eSIM network we've looked at in this video. You'll find that on most phones, 3 tends to offer lower prices, and other networks like giffgaff tend to be cheaper than O2 as well. So thanks for watching, and remember, to find the cheapest deals on the market, no matter which phone you want to buy, click the link in the description to greensmartphones.com and choose a phone you're interested in. Then use the network filters to just choose eSIM networks like giffgaff, VOXI and 3. Then you can find the cheapest deals on the market when you're watching this, no matter how much monthly data you need. And if you have any questions about getting an eSIM or about choosing a mobile network, let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.